Okay, I think the maximum amount that Satan's allowed to torture you, allowed by law, is what he did to Jesus Christ. He whipped him like 40 times, gave him 40 lashes, and crucified him. And we know what happened in that story, but the unknown is scary. Um, but I think that there's a maximum penalty for sinning and doing bad things. And I think that basically it's been paid is one thing. And as long as you try to do what's right, it's already been paid. But I think that the maximum penalty has possibly been exceeded on some people, if that's possible, because like people that die of cancer and stuff like that, the maximum penalty, at least by Satan, is to get 40 lashes and crucified. So I'm I think that because I had Satan, basically I had what I thought was Satan, and this is what he said. He said that basically I didn't believe in Jesus if I wasn't willing to suffocate myself on the spot. Um, so because I missed Jesus, because Jesus died, and I couldn't do it, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't do it. Um, but I would have, of course, I would have had to go through more than that. I would have had to drown or something like that because I would have just revived after passing out or whatever, even if I had been able to do it, which I was not able to do it. But, so I've been having this argument with the devil over what he is and isn't allowed to do, and it turns out he's not allowed to do that. The maximum penalty is like 40 lashes, and the maximum penalty may be, I don't know if it's with suffocation or without suffocation or what it is, because when you're crucified, you suffocate. I think that's one thing that is on it's partially on the list, but not the way that he's going to make it appear. Um, and I have seen people die in the past. Like, I've not seen them die, but I've seen them before they died, and I've seen them after they're dead. And there was no screaming and no unbelievable anything. They looked like they were at peace, even. Now, not all the time, but some of them looked like they were at peace, like they were talking to Jesus, basically. Um, and that's what I believe they were doing. So when Satan says he's going to do this, that, and the other, I don't believe it. Because I don't think he's allowed to. For some reason, I don't think he's allowed to. I think he just breaks the rules of nature or something like that. But, so I question, like when I hear stuff, I question it now because I've heard a lot of stuff. Because, see, I'm considered schizoaffective, which means I hear voices, and I don't agree with what the voices say most of the time. But I don't know how to argue with them because I don't agree with them, but I can't prove that it's not that way. See, it's like that. It's like when Jesus took the maximum penalty. It's like this is the maximum penalty. There is a maximum set on it. So we know that whatever we go through when we die, he went through more than us. So that's basically what's going on. And I've had people say I'm talking to myself. Some people say I'm talking to myself. Some people say I'm talking to the voices. I say I'm talking to demons, or what I think are demons. They may be voices of my own making that I make in my head when I don't understand something, possibly. But, see, the thing is, I know I hallucinate. I have been able to prove that to myself, that I hallucinate, because I heard myself breathing beside myself while I was not breathing. And I heard myself breathing, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm not breathing. So, but I know it was me because I heard it right beside my head. And it basically, it had to have been me, unless there's some super sci-fi something explanation that somebody wants to come up with. So I hallucinate. I know that. I agree with that. But I don't think I hallucinate most things. And so I have arguments with possibly myself, possibly me hallucinating, possibly with Satan. I don't care, whichever it is, there's still only a maximum penalty, and there's still only so much you can take. You don't have to suffocate yourself to prove you love Jesus Christ. And that's what I'm trying to prove. And that's what I'm trying to say. Is because, see, I have literally, I kid you not, I would not do it again, most likely under just about any circumstances, but I have tried to kill myself twice in the past. And once was with aspirin, and once was with Windex. I have tried to kill myself 2 times in the past. And I did not succeed, obviously, because I'm here. But I went through all that, and you're thinking to yourself when you go through all that, there's got to be a limit to all of this. When does it end? When does the suffering end? And there is a limit to it. And that's what needs to be proven, so Satan can't use that against you and say, take the mark of the beast or don't breathe. Because see how they could regulate that against you to where you would go to hell automatically for breathing? He could say, sit there and don't breathe until you're not breathing, and do that, or in 30 minutes I'll be back and you'll have to take the mark of the beast. He could do that. He could legalize that. And see, that's not legalized because it's not a possibility. These things that they're saying are possible are not possible. Peace.